I'd like to call the Subcommittee on Ways and Means to order. And if the clerk could call the roll.
Roll call of the members of the Ways and Means Subcommittee. Councilor Janino? Here. Here. Councilor Morabito is absent. Councilor Patch is absent. Councilor Zambuto?
Here.
Here. Council President Guanasso ex officio?
Here.
Here. And Chairman Rizzo?
Here.
Here. Quorum is present.
Okay, we have two items up for discussion tonight. One of them includes some appropriations from this year's free cash, and the other one has to do with a transfer to stabilization. So why don't we take up the free cash appropriations first? And if you wouldn't mind, Madam Clerk, just read the, for the edification of the council members here and the public, if you could just read the proposed transfers from free cash.
The proposed transfers from free cash are as follows: $1.4 million for infrastructure repairs to streets and sidewalks, $250,000 for funding other post-employment benefits trust fund, $150,000 for the city's annual sand sculpting event, $100,000 for historical preservation, $110,000 for participatory budgeting for Revere Public Schools, $150,000 for funding all Revere Public Schools athletic teams, $200,000 for funding all Revere Public Schools student activity club organizations, and $50,000 for funding the Revere Beautification Revolving Fund.
Thank you very much, Madam Clerk. Seems pretty straightforward. Do any members of the subcommittee or council have any questions? No questions, no comments. Does anybody here have any comments or questions that they'd like to offer to the subcommittee before we move to a vote?
Excuse me, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, rather. I'm sorry, Arthur. Is there anything on there for $100,000 for Gibson Park?
There's nothing specifically for Gibson Park, I don't see.
Richard Viskey, Budget Director, 281 Broadway. I believe Gibson Park and those types of appropriations will follow after the transfers to the Capital Improvement Fund. We'll then bring forward some capital projects for that, but we're waiting for the transfer from free cash into the...
Yeah, I think we're looking for $100,000 for the park, and then there's a $100,000 grant going to follow.
Yeah,
that.
I think we're trying to wait for the money to go into the Capital Improvement Fund from free cash, and then we'll bring forward some capital
thank you very much.
appropriations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, if there's no further questions, I don't think these are very contentious appropriations. Yes, please approach the podium and state your name and address for the record.
Okay. My name is Carol Haney, 72 Fowler Avenue. And I'm kind of confused, Mr. Chairman. I'm here, of course, about the beautification funding. And I was led to believe that we were to come up here to tell you how we'd like to spend that money. Is that correct, or am I incorrect on that?
I don't believe the way the money is going to be spent is necessarily within the purview of the City Council. We're just going to appropriate and approve the transfers, but not to my knowledge, unless any other councilors have any insight on that. I wasn't aware of any process that we needed to go through in order for you to expend the funds once it was...
Mr. Chairman.
Councilor Zambuto.
Thank you. All we are able to do up here is approve the mayor's recommendations for appropriations. How the money is spent, you'll have to lobby.
So we have to lobby with the mayor?
Yeah,
Is
in
that
other
what you're
words,
saying?
we're only allowed to either approve or disapprove of his appropriations. So
Okay.
the rest of it is...
I had watched the council meeting, and I had thought that you had said that if anyone wanted to present applications for anything, they should come up to this meeting.
I'm sorry.
must have misunderstood.
I'm sorry to go back and forth. I think what is good is that you're here hoping for the appropriation. How you spend it later is, I think this is the first step to getting the money. The rest of it's easy.
Oh, well, we want the money. We'd like a little more if you'd like to give it.
Again, I wish I could appropriate money here, but as a city councilor, I'm told we can't do that yet. Unless we change the rules here.
Carol, we can only cut, so let's not go down that road, okay? So we're gonna-
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Carol. Any other councilors have any questions or comments before we go to a roll call vote? I believe we can vote on the entire transfer instead of individually. Okay, so why don't we call the roll on that?
On the free cash appropriations as reported by the city auditor, Councilor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Morbido is absent. Councilor Patch is absent. Councilor Zambudo?
Yes,
Yes. Council President Guanasso?
Yes.
Yes. And Chairman Rizzo?
Yes.
Yes, the free cash appropriations will be forwarded to the full city council with a favorable recommendation.
Thank you. The second item of business has to do with the free cash transfers to the stabilization fund, the water and sewer stabilization fund, and the capital improvement stabilization fund, in accordance with the revised ordinance of the city of Revere. So the proposals are, and these are again all in accordance with the city ordinances: transfer to stabilization fund from the general free cash certification in the amount of $919,133. Transfers to the water and sewer enterprise fund stabilization account from the water sewer enterprise fund free cash certification June 30th, 2018, $428,846 to the water and sewer enterprise stabilization fund, and a transfer to the capital improvement stabilization fund from free cash certification, general fund, June 30th, 2018, to the capital improvement stabilization fund, $1.225 million, 511, $1.225,511. Any comments, questions? This is by ordinance, so unless there's any objections, I'd like to ask Madam Clerk to call the roll on this.
On the roll call, roll call for the stabilization fund transfers, Councilor Janino?
Yes.
Yes. Councilor Morbido is absent. Councilor Patch is absent. Councilor Zambudo?
yes,
Yes. Councilor Guanasso?
Yes.
Yes. And Chairman Rizzo?
Yes.
Yes, the stabilization funds will be forwarded, the transfers will be forwarded to the full city council with a favorable recommendation.
Thank you very much, Madam Clerk. Thank you, members of the council. Thank obviously the committee members, Mr. President, other members of the city council not on the committee. Thank you for your participation. Thank all of you for your participation and for being here tonight. Good luck with these transfers. I'm sure you'll do good work with it. This will conclude the Ways and Means Subcommittee.